welcome to the Ichigo Abroad Podcast. I am Sophia, also known as Ichigo Knitter on Ravelry and Instagram.
And I am Lisa. I am Sophia's mother, of course, and I am known as Saratoga Knitting on Instagram and Ravelry.
So, Merry Christmas! Yay!
Hey.
It's Christmas Eve here in Japan, so naturally we needed some...
Yeah, I cannot believe she made me put this on. No.
I threatened her last time. Yay! So, we're in Japan. Obviously, I guess. Is that obvious?
No, because
it's not obvious.
Like
we're
we
in
have
Japan.
all these quilted things behind us here on the wall. It does not look obvious.
We're in a very tiny apartment. This couch is actually literally on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like we're on a couch. We're not. It's a couch, but it's not a couch.
No, it's not a couch. There are no couches here.
Not really.
Everything is very, very low. It's not necessarily good for an old lady.
Yes. But we're all settled here. It's lovely. We're in a nice we're in a tiny town. It's much tinier than the town that I actually live in here, which it's lovely. It's really quiet. People are nice. There's a bakery cafe, which is much more important. Yeah, so I think we've been enjoying so far. Right, so I wanted to introduce you to my new friend. This is my cat. My grandparents sent it with this one.
My parents.
It breathes.
You can't really see it. Can you see it?
Just wait.
Oh, yeah.
There it
goes. It doesn't purr, but it does.
No,
it does breathe.
It breathes. So I have a breathing cat. You know, why not? It's breathing. Yeah, so this is my new friend. I'm sure it will join me many a time because I'm not a breathing cat. Seems logical. Okay,
And
so
we have other guests. We have to show our
we
other
do have
guests.
other guests. You're right. Let's see.
Mrs. Bakery Bear.
Yay.
She decided to come on the adventure with me. I found her in my bag in the airport. I'm not sure how she made it through security, but she did.
Sneaky little bear.
So she decided to come along to Japan. We're not sure. Perhaps this is the farthest that a Mrs. Bakery Bear has traveled.
Oh, I
It'll
don't
be
know.
very interesting to see.
Interesting. I know there's Mrs. Bakery Bears everywhere in the world.
They are, but this one has traveled all the way from the United States to Japan. So this is quite a large trip for Mrs. Bakery Bear.
She's a well-traveled bear.
She's a very well-traveled bear. So she has been on our adventures with us for the last couple of days, and she will continue to be on adventures with us. And
yes, where has she gone so far?
She has gone to the aquarium in Osaka. And she has gone to the castle in Osaka. She has gone to the mall. Where else would you go when you're in Japan but to the mall? Yes, she went to the mall, went to the movies with us. Had a marvelous time. She went to the rotating sushi bar with us as well. These pictures are on Instagram. If you follow either one of us, you'll be able to see many pictures of Mrs. Bakery Bear in her adventure.
So she's been having quite the time, and she's got plenty of adventures to come. She's going to be feeding deer soon. I forgot about that. Yeah, we're going to feed deer.
Okay.
I'm going to feed deer.
Yeah,
She's
I'm
probably
not going to feed deer. No, she will feed the deer.
No fun.
And who else do we have?
We have a pig. My little cousins and I have a running joke every year. There's one year they're like, "What do you want for Christmas?" And I just looked at them and I went, "I want a pig." They're like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, get me a pig." So they did. It was a finger puppet pig. And every year since, they have given me a new pig to add to my pig family. This is the newest one. He's another... Oh yeah, he's a finger puppet. So he came to Japan too. Woo. So we have a lot of creatures kind of traveling with us. We probably look crazy. It's like, we stick out to begin with. And then we're standing there like a shrine, taking pictures with a pig and a bear.
Yes.
Totally normal. We're completely normal people.
We're knitters. What else would you do?
Exactly. Seems logical to me. Okay. I just made coffee. I'm not really sure if it's drinkable yet. Oh, yes, it is. I don't think I've talked about this before. Maybe I have. I don't know. I repeat things all the time. But in Japan...
I don't think you have.
I don't think. Okay.
It's glorious. It's totally fabulous and glorious.
It's changed her life.
It has.
You know, you have a drip coffee machine, or you have instant coffee. Well, in Japan, you have kind of both in one. Like the instant gratification of drip coffee. They come individually packed basically little cardboard contraptions that sit on top of your cup. And they have a, what do you call those things?
It's a filter, a coffee filter.
As a filter pre-filled with just enough ground coffee for a single cup, and then you just pour the water in. So it isn't instant coffee, but you get it at the speed that you'd get instant coffee. But it's just individually.
It's delicious. It's like a brewed cup of coffee.
Yeah, Japan's magical. I'm telling you.
I've never seen this in the United States. My husband is. We're ready. This is our thing. We're going to import this into the U.S. This is great. We should take a video of it for next time.
Oh yeah, totally.
Show how it works. It's
absolutely
ingenious. Well, maybe not. We're not going to show anybody else outside of Japan.
Salars.
Salars.
Coffee. Oh, I love coffee.
This is perfect. And also the ingeniousness of the little cups that have no handles on them. Therefore, by the time you can actually pick the cup up, the coffee is at the correct temperature for you to be able to drink it, which again is ingenious. Yeah.
Japan's ingenious. That's why I love it here. Okay, so this is a knitting podcast, isn't it?
It is a knitting podcast. So
sometimes it's just me being crazy, but I'm just kind of a crazy individual, aren't I? Yeah, you'd know. I always postulate on what it would be like if I had an identical twin. No. Oh, it's so fun. Okay, so let's talk about knitting. That's fun. Have any whips, Mother?
I do. I have one whip. One that I brought with me, I should say.
This is not a monogamous knitter right here.
No. I have many. I have more whips at home, but this is one. This actually is, I'm working on, I have no idea how to say it, Ais? I'm not sure, but this is the pattern. It's a free pattern. I found it through Ravelry. But I wanted something that was going to be fairly mindless, but something that would produce a beautiful piece of art, because I am knitting it with some beautiful, beautiful lace weight yarn that I received from the lovely Juliper in a O-Loops swap this summer. So it is coming out with these gorgeous, 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 gorgeous stripes of beautiful jewel tone colors, and it will become obviously a wrap. But it's just knitting back and forth. I'm actually doing it on straight needles. I hardly ever use straight needles, and it just has enough of a little bit of a lace ridging every 8 inches or so. So it's really very, 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 very pretty, and I'm really liking it. And that's what I'm working on right now.
Fabulous. Mm-hmm. So much coffee drinking is happening right now. Okay, let's see. What do I have? Well, I didn't bother to bring it out because it's in the exact same place it was before, and I know you know what I'm talking about. That's my gloves. I said last time that I'd probably get them done. No, that was a lie. I didn't get them done. I haven't touched them. They've even...
And you don't have the right needles to do what you need to do with them right now. So luckily, we have to go back to her school this afternoon, and that's one of the things we're picking up are the needles, because she is finishing those darn things while I'm here.
I brought the project with me. I didn't bring the needles.
The yarn is gorgeous. It's skein yarn. It's beautiful.
I know. I love the yarn.
It's soft. It's just incredible. So you are finishing that.
I'm just at that weird point where it's like I have one full glove, and literally I'm like to here. Like I've knit this much of the second glove. I just don't feel like doing the, like, thumb. I'm so terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to show you that because it hasn't changed at all. Okay, what I have been working on, really obsessively, I started a scrap blanket probably, like, what, in the summer?
In the summertime.
In the summertime, yeah. But I left it back home because I was like, this kind of takes up space and I won't work on it. See, everything I decide I'm not going to work on here in Japan is what I want when I'm here in Japan. Obviously, I have some decision-making problems. So, this one sent me my blanket last week, right before she got here. and it is now huge. Woo. In the middle.
It's actually
of the
really,
square.
it's really cool. It's really actually very cool.
Yeah.
I
So
don't want to do one, but it's watch her to do it.
let's see. I've added this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one.
I actually like the way, like when you hold it that way, it's
Mm.
working that way. I think when I
Yeah.
see it, a lot of people are showing it from this side up, and I'm
Side
always
up.
like, oh, that's like hurting my brain to figure out where the next piece is going to go.
Yeah, it kind of grows like.
But that one, I think it looks nice that way. It's going to be really, really nice. Really nice.
I think my squares are kind of big because I have huge feet, but for some bizarre reason I always have a ton of yarn left over when I finish knitting socks. I really don't understand how that works. But since I have so much yarn left over, I decided to do my squares at a 32 by 32 stitch count. So they're actually pretty big squares, so every time I finish one, the blanket seems to grow really fast, which is pretty satisfying. So that's why I've literally just been like doing nothing but knitting on this. Like I finished this square last night and then started this one. It's hard to see one square when it's halfway knit because it's all like, but it's coming along.
No, I like it. I think it's beautiful.
Thank you. Yes, scrap blankets are really fun. I really like them. Kay Jones from the Bakery Bears, I liked her idea. She's doing one that's crocheted. Now, I can't crochet.
Yet.
I'm going to learn. Yes, that's my goal for 2015. One of my goals is to learn how to crochet. But I loved her idea. She's just doing it with like
I don't think I even saw it really. But
oh, it's really pretty. She's doing it. She's just using the scrap yarn instead of knitting it because, this admittedly can be a tedious process, knitting it. She's just crocheting it. And it's so cute. I love it. It's really precious. So that's what is that all I'm knitting on? Oh my goodness, that's all I'm knitting on.
I guess so.
That's weird.
But we do have some, what do you call them? Knitting adjacent projects.
Yes, the Stock Knit Zombies knitting adjacent.
Knitting
project.
adjacent.
Yes, I do have knitting adjacent projects.
Coming up.
Okay, should we talk about that or should we talk about finished objects?
I don't know. What do you got? Oh, well, we'll do finished objects and then we'll do knitting adjacent. Yes.
Okay. I did finish something that wasn't the gloves. It was the socks. So, I have a finished pair of vanilla socks out of Zombuddy Doodle Dandy from Desert Vista Dye Works. And I love it.
They are awesome.
Thank you. I already knit the scrap yarn on.
Oh, they're too
Boy.
big.
Big feet! Can't stand my socks. It's because I have giant big toes. Like, I noticed that when I put on my socks, like, at the toe, it kind of, like, bulges out, and I'm like...
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now, yeah.
I won't scar you with the image of my toes. They're not pleasant. But they're big. So, I finished those, instead of my gloves. So why would I do that? But I love them. Yeah. No, seriously. I don't know if you can tell, this is on a sparkle base. Oh, yeah, you can kind of...
Yeah, they are sparkly. Not overly sparkly, but they are sparkly.
But they're glorious. I love them. I really like sparkle bases. They're really fun.
Did you wear them yet? No.
I put them on to take a picture of them, but I haven't actually worn them. I didn't want to ruin them and then scar you with the image of...
Fish Lips Kiss Heel?
Yes.
Fish
Oh,
Lips Kiss
my
Heel.
gosh. If you haven't tried
Best
the Fish
ever.
Lips Kiss Heel, literally...
Go and do it
Yeah.
now.
I have done this so many times that I've actually memorized it. I don't need the pattern. Socks are just like my, I don't know what you'd call it. I guess vanilla knitting.
Yeah. Potato chip knitting.
Potato chip knitting. Woo! That's words. I can't speak English. I don't know why I tried. Okay, yeah, so that's my only finished object because, gloves.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be done, I promise.
This is my... Oh.
Don't mess up your hat. God, it's too beautiful.
Jeez. This is my recent finished stripe study shawl, which I love. I really like this pattern. It's by Vera Velamaki. I just love it, and it's knit using O-Loops yarn. This was the red color was a specially dyed colorway for me, and the other were colorways that I got. I don't know, during this summer. Were these Harry Potter ones? I can't remember, but it's actually two colors, and I just love it. It was one of my Harry Potter knit-along projects. So if any of you have not looked at the O-Loops Ravelry group, you really should. O-Loops is one of my favorite yarns. It's so squishy and soft, and the ladies do Lydia and Sarah do such a beautiful job with their color.
They really do.
They have beautiful color sense. They have a lovely bases of yarn. of yarn.
The bases are so
They're
soft.
they're
oh my
just
goodness.
so soft and wonderful. They're just such great people. And this is the second year of doing the Harry Potter knit along, and it's a 3-month knit along, so it's October, November, December. I'm actually one of the professors for the house. I'm professor for Hufflepuff House. Although I did have to, I gave up my professor duties because I'm here on a slight vacation to finish off the school year, so to speak. But it's so much fun. The people participating in the knit along are great. Everybody is so wonderful. It was started last year, so we actually have second year students and first year students, and they plan to just keep on going. It's really a lot of fun. Each month there's a big project to work on that you have usually you have a month to work on it. You know what it is, what the parameters of the project are going to be, and then there are also all kinds of little projects that you can do in between for extra house points, and you get house points every time you complete a project or complete a particular task that they have, and one house wins the cup. Last year Hufflepuff won the cup, so we'll probably maybe let someone else this year. I'm not sure.
Let my Ravenclaws win.
Yes, but it's really a lot of fun, and there's just so much chatter among the entire group. It's not just house specific. Everybody's really great, and we're just so sad to see the knit along come to an end that we usually Oloops will have something else over the summer, or something else. They're going to be doing something else during the year, just to kind of keep it going. But it's just like a warm fuzzy place to go on Ravelry, and it's just so much fun, and the people are great, and we've really made some really great friends on the group, and I'm really I'm glad that I made that leap and volunteered to be a professor back a couple of years ago. It's really been a lot of fun, and then I brought Sophia into it, which was even more fun for us all. So that's great. And I think that's really the only finished object that I have. Yeah, really with me.
Oloops was what really got me into Ravelry. I think that's when I started getting actually active. Was the Oloops group.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, it's really.
It's so soft.
I'm just like,
it's just nice. really nice. And this is obviously blocked out, but it blocks so beautifully and so easily. And it's just one of my. I really like this pattern too. This is a really. I think this is my second one. I would definitely make this again. I really enjoy this. It just looks so different in every. You choose two colors of yarn, and it just looks completely different depending upon the yarn color. And you can do different weights of yarn too. You could do this in a DK or worsted, and it would just be larger and more glorious. It would just be. But I really like this. This is one of my patterns that I really like to. I like to go to. But
anyway, like me with socks.
Like you with socks.
Mm-hmm. Socks. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. She's been wearing this like every day here. I can vouch for her. She I love it. It's glorious.
It is glorious.
Keep squishing. All right. Okay. So I think I'm sure I talked last time about how I decided to reward myself for my Philip von Siebold essay by buying yarn. It seemed logical. So my yarn came. Some of it I ordered yarn that we'll get here in the new year from America, but I ordered some yarn from a shop here in Japan. It's Madeline Tosh. You probably can't see that.
No, it's blues and greens, and it's all very jewel tone, and it has that sheen that Madeline Tosh has on all of it. It's very light sheen to it. It's really beautiful.
I got 2 skeins of it. It is the worn denim colorway on their Tosh Merino DK. I got this because I keep talking about the French can shawl. This is gonna happen. I got them. I even bought needles for it. Some clover needles. So ready. So this is gonna be a French can shawl. I promise. I keep saying that a yarn is gonna be it, and then that yarn doesn't become it.
Oh, it will. She will cast on before I leave.
Sounds more like a threat than a promise. And then when I was buying these needles at my local craft store, I found that in Japan, any craft store you go to has tons of Japanese yarn, and for some reason, I don't know why, lots of opal. So naturally, I had to pick some up. This is the chili colorway. It's really fun. I like it. I've never tried opal before, but people keep talking about it. And it feels like it's nice and hard wearing, which I need because my feet are beasts. They destroy things.
They do. Mm-hmm.
There's no denying it. I won't hide the fact that my feet are beasts.
That's a lot of yarn in that too. You'll have plenty for your square or two.
Or like 5.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah. So that's what I got. So I'm excited to try it because, not that I don't have enough sock yarn here, because I do. I have like a drawer full. Whatever.
Sorry, we're not used to sitting on a futon couch here.
Sitting on a futon couch, as you do.
Very low. There's nowhere to put your legs.
Yeah, no,
there isn't. Used to it.
It doesn't help that I'm wearing like skinny jeggings right now, so I can't really move anyways. Show up your bag.
First word. This is a knitting adjacent project coming up. It's Christmas Eve here
ahead of myself
already in Japan.
Yes.
So it's pretty exciting. It's Christmas Eve already, and we are both participating in the Little Bobbins cast-on socks on Christmas Eve. I got to figure out what that hashtag is on Instagram, but
I think it's probably on her.
Yeah, it is. But I have these 2 really beautiful skeins of yarn that I received once again in an Old Loops swap that we did over the summer, and these were from our friend Ariel Fitz. They're beautiful, beautiful. So this yarn is going to be the toes and the heels, and then this lovely, glorious neon green color will be the main sock. I'm probably going to do the Raza's socks pattern, just because I'll probably be knitting these on the plane when I go back home as well. I don't really want to have a pattern that I have to think about or look at really. And the Raza's socks, I just love. It's one of my go-to patterns, and it's just really, 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 really easy and fairly interesting rib to do. So they're really easy, and we'll just do the fish lips, kiss heel. But we're so looking forward to doing those, knitting these. Starting them today. I'm so excited about that.
My sock yarn that I'm going to be knitting is in my drawer, which I will be picking up along with the needles for my
go back this afternoon. And this, you may say, what the heck is that thing she's got this yarn in? Well, you know how they always have those, I don't even know what yarn socks maybe is what they call them. And I have a couple of them. I think they're in use at home. And so this is my mom's tip of the day here as far as knitting is concerned. Once I skeined this yarn up, I just used a regular sock. This is just a regular sock. Ralph Lauren sock. Must have lost the other. Yeah, probably from your mother, your grandmother. But anyway, my mother-in-law, your mother. But anyway, just
my grandmother.
Your grandmother, my mother-in-law. Oh my gosh, Joan, sorry, we're very confused.
She's a confused woman, Grandma. She's a confused woman.
Very confused. It's the time zone thing. But anyway, this actually works great. Just throw it in a sock, and then you've got your own homemade. What do we call it?
Yarn sock.
Yarn sock. Yes. Literally.
Very complicated.
But anyway, if you've got some socks or like a little nylon stocking,
just
stocking,
like
or
snip off the two ends.
You can do that too. But this works really well. So anyway, my little tip of the day.
How about the bag?
And the bag. I have my glorious Harry Potter bag that has Hufflepuff on the inside. This is from our friend Kristen K. Posta. Woohoo! We love it. As you can see, this is a perfect size for socks.
Remember when I was getting Instagram harassed by Mom? Turns out one of the bags was actually for me. Thank you. Oh, wait.
And
ready for this? Ba-bam. Oh yeah, Captain America on No Makers. Oh, it's so soft. Base is this. There, fingering soft, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. Oh, Captain America.
Yes.
Oh, and this is totally Sailor Moon color. Thank you. She had said she looked up pictures of Sailor Moon and it was girl in red, white, and blue, and it's true.
Yeah, it is.
I also love Captain America, so
there you go. Thank you, Kristen. You did not have to do that. You did not have
so
to say anything for Sophia. She's got plenty. But this is awesome. This is a great size bag too. I mean, I think she's going to use it. And you were, asking for some feedback, but this is really super. These are the one of the first bags that she's ever made. So I'm like, nice, very nice. I also have a beautiful, wonderful TARDIS bag, but I left that at home because I knew if I brought it, someone here might try to steal it. But
I don't know who that is. I don't know who she's talking about. It's not me.
So, yes, thank you, Kristen. That was wonderful, and we're so looking forward to using them.
Oh, yes. Okay. Is that... my floor is like an explosion of yarn right now. It's a good thing you can't see it because it's kind of scary. To be honest, excuse me. So, should we talk about what we've been doing?
Yes, absolutely.
While I pet my sleeping cat?
Yes.
Alright, so, this woman right here has never been to Japan. And, you know... Yeah, I did.
Okay, sorry, excuse me, sorry.
Ignore it. No other little people? And we were like, oh, you know, where should we go? And I'm so lame. I've been living here for like 5 months. And because I've been living here, it's just kind of like, just kind of here.
Yeah, I'm sitting here and I'm like, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? And literally, she's like, well, I don't know. I'm like, well, what is there to do in Osaka? I'm like, well, I don't know. Like, we're in a lovely little suburb of Osaka here. Like Sophia said, it's not the same little suburb where her school is, but it's just beautiful. We're in a little, it's not really little for Japan size. It's actually this lovely little apartment in the outskirts of Osaka, and it's this lovely little town. And I got it from through Airbnb, which was really great. The owners are fabulous. We've communicated via email. Everything is just exactly the way they said it was going to be. It looks exactly the way they said it was going to be, and it's really just the perfect thing. In Japan, unlike the United States, the train and the bus system is great. So we literally have maybe at the most a 10-minute walk down the hill to get to the main train station, and from there you can go anywhere. Really go anywhere. We'll go back down there this afternoon and then head out to Kansai Gaidai, and then come back. But it's really that is one thing. How I would say it's really interesting. I think for me here in Japan, like I feel very comfortable with the way things look and the feel of things because Sophia's been so involved in Japan for so long. We've seen pictures of it, seen videos of it. We hosted a Japanese student for a year, so I have a really good feel of what it looks like. So it didn't look. It looks different, but the architecture is different, but it didn't necessarily look completely foreign to me. And as an American or an English speaker, a Westerner, coming here, practically every sign that is here has either kanji or hiragana, and then it also has English. Everything. It has English on it, whether it's, even in this little town, there's, the place that you get a haircut, it says hair and make on it. I mean, it's not always always not correct, but you understand what it is that they're getting at. So every single thing, like all the appliances, have a little bit of English on them. So there's all English all over. Now, the one place where I would say that that's a little bit crazy are in the train stations because they do have it, but you need to know where you're going, and it can be very confusing because some of the train stations have all these different branches going off them with different names and the same names, and
like there'll be like 14 stations within one big overarching station.
Yeah, I would say definitely with it. If you weren't with someone who spoke Japanese or understood what was going on, it would be a little overwhelming to just go into one of the train stations. I mean, you could do it, and you'd get used to it pretty quickly. But you buy a card to get to go to. You can put money on a card, so you've got a Metro card with you the entire time. And you can just add money to it, which is really, really great. But it would be a little bit, it'd be one of those standing there with your eyes wide open, going, "Oh my God, where do I go from here?" In the train stations. But since I have someone who speaks Japanese, they can figure it out. That really hasn't been an issue.
The train stations here are glorious.
Yeah, no, it really is. It's amazing where you can just go anywhere, and we're 10 minutes away from it. So that is what. So anyway, she had. What do we do in Osaka? I'm like, come on, we're here.
Okay, like I go to college here, so whenever we go out, we're going out for shopping and food. We're not really going out for tourist destinations necessarily. We kind of did that all at the very beginning, and at this point, it's like, oh, I know where the mall is.
So of course I picked up. I just Googled. And I'm like, Sophia, there's this in Osaka. There's that in Osaka. There's this, we can go this. So we decided to go to this marvelous castle, which is on top of the hill. It's beautiful.
Osaka Castle. It's Osaka-jo in Japanese. It's huge. It's super famous. Don't remember the guy's name. Anyways, Shogun lived there. It's just this huge... It's smack in the middle of modern-day Osaka. Mm-hmm. So there's just this, like... There's skyscrapers everywhere, and then all of a sudden there's this huge park. Mm-hmm. And, this castle is just gorgeous. And you can actually go in the castle. They've kind of turned the inside of the castle into a museum. And it's great. It's really... I always see it on the train. Like, when you're on certain trains, you actually, like, pass by Osaka Castle, but I've never actually, like, gone there. And I've had friends that have gone there, like, oh, yeah, we went to Osaka Castle there. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Mm-hmm. I ate potato chips today.
Well, that was really fun. And then after that, we went to the Osaka Aquarium, which was awesome. Really, really awesome.
Oh, my goodness, that was glorious.
It was great. And again, I was surprised because we've been to the aquarium in Boston a lot of times, and the aquarium in Boston is wonderful, but it's like you really have to gear yourself up to go to the aquarium in Boston because there are thousands of people there, all ages. There are bus tours that are coming in, and it's one of the main things that you see on the waterfront in Boston, and everybody wants to go, and it's great, but it's just, you really have to gear yourself up for it. It's like making chaos, making it through the crowds. As an adult, probably as a kid, you probably didn't really think very much about it, but as an adult, you're just like, all right, I'm gonna make my way through here. And that's not to say that there weren't hundreds of people at the aquarium in Osaka, but the feeling was different, and I think it was more that it was just people out on a Sunday afternoon, let's go to the aquarium with our little ones, and there just wasn't that, it wasn't like this frenzy, like we have to get through this before we go to this one, and it was local. It's not, it didn't feel like there weren't buses stopping there. It wasn't like it was some great destination point. It was really, really nice. Yeah, it's a great little area, and there's a huge Ferris wheel there. You're going to insert pictures and things at the end of all this stuff.
I'll put in pictures.
Really, really cute little area, but the aquarium was delightful. It was just delightful, and the little kids were just they're so precious. They're so precious.
Oh my gosh, they were.
The nice thing about this aquarium too is that along every single wall there are seats, so you can sit down if you need to. I was like, sit down and just watch. Just wave at the sharks that are going by. So we really did enjoy.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
That was really, very, very, very nice. Very, very nice.
They had really cool seafood too. Mm-hmm. They had a whale shark. They had this huge whale shark. It was just, oh my gosh, they were feeding. It was feeding time. Mm-hmm. And the whale shark just goes up to the top of the hangar, like sucking it in all the water. It was crazy.
Yeah,
it was really cool.
Great. It was really
I was
great.
geeking out. I was geeking out. But that was a great experience. Really unexpected. Like I've always seen signs for the Osaka Aquarium because they have signs for them at a lot of train stations. Just never thought of going. Obviously, I just need my mother to go to an aquarium because I'm a derp. Really. I do stuff here. I promise I do stuff.
And the nice thing about it, too, is that when we were at the castle, you could buy a joint ticket. So it was a little discounted if you went to both sites. So
you kind of had to know, though. Like, it was great. It was, like, but it took us a minute to figure out how to get them because they had a sign that was advertising the joint ticket, which is cheaper than buying the two separate tickets. But we didn't know how to buy them.
You figured it out, though.
I did.
Yeah, you figured it out.
I had a lovely chat with the Japanese lady.
I'm just go ask somebody. Like here, I can't ask him. So go.
Yeah,
I probably could. Most people speak at least a little bit.
Well,
of English.
Right, like this woman, she started speaking English to me because Osaka Castle is a tourist destination. But then once I started communicating in Japanese with her, she switched right to Japanese, and we took care of it, and it was nice and easy and wonderful. That was great.
That was really good.
Yeah. Where else have we gone?
Well, we had to go to Kansai. We had to go back.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? Yeah, so, went to a rotating sushi bar.
Yes, we did. That was really fun. Sophia had to go back. We just met up. We just went back to met up. She has a couple of her friends were only here for one semester, so
they're back.
They're back. Yep, they're back. Or maybe
or stuck in Hong
somewhere.
Kong.
They're somewhere.
Not really sure.
But we went and met up with them. I haven't been to Kansai Gaida yet, so we went to her dorm and met her dorm mother, and her dorm mother gave me a box of
she was sucking up to my
chocolates. chocolates.
She's like aggressive to
I
all
take
of
chocolates.
us.
Anybody offers me chocolate, I'm going to take it. Excellent. So that was really fun. And then we went to the rotating sushi bar, which was really great. It was a lot. That was a lot of fun.
The rotating sushi bar is the best. And the great thing about the particular one we went to is everything's about $1.
It was crazy. It was just crazy how inexpensive. And it was really good because you could try every little thing that you took. It had like 2 pieces of sushi on it, so you could just try different things. It was a lot. It was really a lot of. It was a lot of fun to do that. It was great to do that. Mrs. Bakery Bear enjoyed her shrimp that she chose.
She had some shrimp sushi.
She did enjoy that.
She's dining well.
So that was really a lot of fun. And then not yesterday, the day before, we went to the mall. We did go to the mall.
We went to see The Hobbit.
We went to see The Hobbit.
A lot of Hollywood films come over here, but usually what they do, and with animated films, they usually do voiceovers. But with live action films, usually they just put the subtitles in Japanese, and the whole film is in its original language. Yeah. So we just watched The Hobbit, and it just had Japanese subtitles rolling at the bottom, which was kind of funny. It was like I would read the Japanese and listen to the English.
Yes, it didn't bother me at all. I wasn't paying attention to any of the Japanese whatsoever.
It was fine.
But it was fine. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, but little story about Japanese movie theaters. She knows what I'm about to talk about. So back in America, you go to a theater, you get popcorn. It's butter popcorn. That's the thing. Here, there are several options for fancy flavored popcorn. Apparently, none of which are just butter. Okay? I went up and I was asking for, 2 popcorns, and he was like, oh, yeah, sure. And he was like, oh, which flavor would you like? And he gave me this list, and I was reading the list, and I was
That's another thing in Japan. They show you a picture. They put down a menu with the pictures on it. So if you don't know what they're, you can point to things.
It's very foreign friendly. Very foreign friendly. But I was looking at it, and, it was written all in Japanese, and, it was like, oh, caramel popcorn, chocolate popcorn, and then there was one that said Hokkaido butter, and I was like, okay, that's gotta be butter, right? It was cheese.
It's cheesy popcorn. We were all excited. We got the bags of popcorn, and I didn't say anything. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Maybe this is what
just
they
silently eating popcorn.
I mean, I had it. It was it wasn't bad. It was just
it was unexpected.
It was just unexpected. But it was fine.
Yeah, I was
it was fine.
Sitting there in the theater, epic battle going on screen. I'm just like, this is cheese.
What's cheese?
Okay. I didn't question it.
No, it's okay.
I questioned it.
It's okay.
So, probably next time I should just ask if he has normal popcorn.
That was fine.
That was fun. Yeah, but The Hobbit was fantastic. If you like The Lord of the Rings and you haven't seen the 3rd Hobbit movie, oh my goodness, it was
pretty exciting. Yeah, much better than the first movie.
It was like the epicness.
The epic. Yeah,
the epicness
of the story.
Yeah,
so
it was. I loved it so
much.
It was good. And I read the book back in middle school, so I'd forgotten what happened. I'm just like, it was exciting. It was exciting. And
you're jingling. I didn't know you jingled.
I know.
I do not jingle.
And because I'm insane, as I do. The movie is called The Battle of the 5 Armies or something. Yeah. So the entire movie, I'm sitting there in my head, counting the armies. It's like, when's the next army coming up? I'm like, 1, 2, 3.
I'm just watching the movie, eating my cheesy popcorn.
Watching the movie, I'm counting the armies, whatever. That's how I watch films.
But it was fun.
It was great. Also, as I promised last time, I told you I'd take this one to the photo booth. Purikura. So I did. Oh, we did, and it turned into quite the escapade.
It was an escapade.
Very accidentally. Now, usually you go to a place and something is working. When it's the 2 of us, nothing works. So, we went, we did our photo booth thing, it was great, and then we went to have the machine print them out. The machine was out of paper. It was flashing, and in Japanese, it was out of paper, get an attendant, and I was like...
Now, you gotta understand, this is in an arcade place. There's thousands of kids in there, and there's noise, and bing, 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 and all kinds of stuff is going on. And these photo booth things.
Oh, yeah. And so, noise everywhere, no attendance in sight, and I'm like...
Christmas music playing.
Yes, Christmas music playing. This had never ever happened before, and I was like, alright, I gotta do this. And then I saw a little boy and his mom being let off by a attendant, and I was like, I'm following them! So I left her alone to her own devices.
Hanging,
just standing there. So I went up to the lady, and, I was like, oh, the machine's broken, it's out of paper. She's like, what? So she came over, she looked and she opened it up and she got supplies and she was like switching the paper, like the ink out and stuff. And then she closed it and it wouldn't stop flat. And she was like,
there were finally like 3 people trying to fix this so we could get our photos out.
I know. It was like 10, 15 minutes of us standing there and like 3 attendants were all like really flustered at this machine. And they kept like looking and the flashing wouldn't stop. And they were messing with it and everything. Finally, it started working again. So we got our picture. And then the attendant that I had originally been working on was like, hold on, I'm going to get you a present. And I was like, free stuff? So, because we happened to get stuck with a broken machine, they gave us little picture holders for free.
Isn't that cute? And the picture goes right in the top
here. Yeah, it just sits
here.
right on top so that you can just...
Sits on your desk.
On your desk.
You can admire it.
So that was quite the adventure, but in the end, we managed to get pictures. Now, I think I've said before, these are very customizable, these machines.
I didn't know what I was quite doing.
One of the customizations was the background. Ready for this? It's a cat wearing sunglasses. There we are. She looks very confused there. You're welcome, Mom. Look at that face. She's just like, I don't understand what's happening here. Oh yeah. And then she chose the bacon and eggs background. Very classy.
I don't remember choosing the bacon and eggs background, but that's apparently what I did.
Also, apparently, I have 2 Santa hats on. There's 1 and 2.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you gave me 2 Santa hats. Yeah. So we actually did it.
We did it.
She's
it was actually fun.
It was
funny.
It was lots of fun.
Fun thing to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I love these. And then, this is the 2 sheets. You cut it in half. I just haven't done it yet. But like you can tell the machine how many people are in your group, and it'll give you enough sheets. Of course, the more people in your group, the smaller the sheets are. So like if there's like 4 people, it's gonna be 4 small strips because it's like the same piece of paper. They're just gonna cut it based on how many people there are. So the more people, the less you get. So I've never done it like as a singular person. I wonder if I just get like just my face. I should do that. Just an experiment. Just have like myself in a photo booth. See if I can just get my face like just as a.
We'll do Mrs. Bakery Bear.
Oh yes.
She did not experience the photo booth.
She didn't. Well, it was so chaotic.
She was with us. Yeah, it was a little chaotic.
It was really busy that day. I think what was it? What day was it? Was that Monday?
Yeah, maybe.
Monday. I don't know, but it was like it was late afternoon, so there was tons of people at the mall. So it was like crazy hour. Like there were tons of groups of high schoolers trying to get into the machine and stuff. So it wasn't really like
conducive to.
Yes.
So yeah.
It was
broke the machine. So
yeah, we broke the machine. Whatever. I was like standing there. I was like, oh no, this would happen. Go figure. But yes, and we did take videos. They're gonna be very noisy and it's gonna be very chaotic. But hopefully, I'll be able to make it logical in its presentation. But yeah, so you get to see. I had the camera going of us actually taking the photos.
Yes, you did.
She was very confused.
What do we push? I don't know.
It was great. I loved it. That needs to happen. More silliness will happen. Actually, oh my gosh. As we continue to ramble on here, it's what I do. If any of you have heard of a guy called Anthony Bourdain.
Oh, yes. Yes, I'm sure they have.
He's like my idol. He's Anthony Bourdain. He is a chef / travel guy. Yeah, he has several. His current TV show is on CNN right now at night.
Yes,
Yeah, he used to be on the Travel Channel, and now he's got a new show on CNN. Yes. But really what he does is they're like hour-long episodes of him going to a different country and hanging out with locals, and he just...
Getting the weird, not necessarily always weird, but definitely not your typical tourist thing.
No,
he really gets to the base, what's really going on in a location, and he's with a lot of local people.
Yeah, and he doesn't hold back. He's just hilarious, and he will try anything, and he's really in-depth in the experience. So I love his shows. And we've always, watched his, all of his series. And he, a few years ago, it was a few years ago, yeah. I think it was before I actually went to Japan the first time. It was a long time ago.
It was a while ago.
He did an episode in Osaka. And I completely forgot about it. Like, how dumb am I? I love this guy's show, and I completely forgot about his thing about Osaka. And here I am, and the town I live in is right near Osaka, and this town is technically...
Once again, I happened to pull it up. We're watching it. She's like, oh, I forgot. I'm like, because I was asking her about there's a I'm sure we'll find it and take a picture. But there's a clown statue that apparently
Some famous clown statue.
All the tourists want to go have a picture taken in front of. So we'll see if we can find that. But
yeah.
So she's like, oh, I forgot.
He went to a takoyaki shop, and takoyaki is a very famous food in Japan, particularly in Osaka. And basically what it is they're little round, they're not pastries, they're savory. They're little round balls, and inside of it is a piece of squid. Or octopus, whatever. It's octopus, it's takoyaki, so that's octopus. And you can put other things in it too, like cheese or hot things or whatever you want.
Yeah, they bring the batter to the table, so you cook it yourself.
Right. So you can get whatever you want in it. And so this restaurant that he went to is they have, you actually sit at the tables and you cook it yourself. You make it all yourself. And so I looked up where this place was. Turns out it's really close to here. And it's really easy to get to. And I was like, how dumb am I? So, we're going to be going there, and I'm going to make my dad jealous. That's right, Dad. We're going to go to the place Anthony Bourdain ate at. So, I'm sure we'll take videos of that, because I've actually never done that. I've never gone to a restaurant and actually made it. I made them, when I was here the first time a few years ago with my host family, we had a takoyaki party, and we made them at home. Well, I never made them at a store, so I'm really excited about that.
And then what's the other place? The pancake,
Okonomiyaki?
Yes.
That's the savory pancakes. We're gonna find that. There's a place in Kyoto, actually. That's my favorite place.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
It's my favorite place, I say, but it's like a place that I know where to go, but their okonomiyaki's delicious. Yeah, so
that's another thing. We're gonna go to Kyoto.
Yes.
We're gonna go. Well, you went to the Amurusu?
Amurisu?
Amurisu?
The yarn shop.
Yarn shop. If you have never looked at Amurisu. I've known about them for a couple of years. They have a online knitting magazine. They're doing a hard copy magazine of it too now, but they have an online magazine, and I've made one shawl from their magazine. But they're Japanese patterns. They're lovely, and you can get them either in Japanese or in English. But they're really lovely. Just the photography is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And they have a group on Ravelry as well. But they just opened a little tiny little brick and mortar store in Kyoto that Sophia and Shanae had an adventure and found. So we're going to probably try to find it again. Yeah, that would be really cool for me to go there.
And they're the sweetest people. On their Ravelry group, English is perfectly welcome. They speak English too. So if you go to their Ravelry group, don't be thrown off by the fact that there's tons of people talking in Japanese, because they also speak in English, and they also do lots of things in English. So it's really, their patterns are gorgeous.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. They're just beautiful patterns. Yeah, beautiful.
They're really nice. And a lot of metal and touch goes into what they make, which is obviously gorgeous. But
try that. So we're going to look at that. We'll spend a day in Kyoto and do some fun stuff.
Yes, definitely. There's tons of stuff to do. Kyoto, it's great. So I think kind of making up the rest of our travels as we go. Yeah, kind of find a crepe street thing, because crepes here are so good. More Starbucks. Yeah. Starbucks here is delicious. Yes,
there's a lot of American food here.
Yes.
A lot of American food today.
Can't forget about this.
Yes, today.
Okay. So, Japan is very big on Christmas. Now, Christmas here in Japan is a couples/shopping holiday. So there's Christmas stuff literally everywhere and anywhere you go here.
There's Christmas music playing everywhere. And
on the streets.
Sophia and I are probably the only ones walking along that actually know the words to those Christmas songs.
It's really, everywhere. Everywhere. And like I said, it's mostly a couples holiday, and it's a shopping holiday also. People just go out and shop all day. But there is one very steadfast Christmas tradition in Japan, and I was actually reading up on it, and it started like in the 70s because of a tagline. I don't actually remember the tagline. But in Japan, everybody gets Kentucky Fried Chicken for Christmas dinner. People will actually pre-order it months in advance, because the lines outside of KFC on Christmas will be 2 hours long. You get Kentucky Fried Chicken for Christmas. they have advertisements on TV for the little boy going up to the counter and ordering the Christmas set for KFC. The Colonel himself, all of the Colonel statues outside of all the KFCs here, dressed up in a Santa costume. You got a picture of that, right?
Yeah, I did. And it's so... This is like the farthest from...
Kentucky?
Anybody in America's idea of a Christmas dinner is not Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I love Japan. I love Japan.
It's amazing.
I just want to know if the Colonel had any concept of what he would do for Japan someday.
It's amazing. It's really amazing. So today, as we're not going to try to do this tomorrow for Christmas Day because we won't. We didn't order in advance, but we'll try. We're probably going to try to
get it tonight.
We'll have our Kentucky Fried Chicken
for Christmas Eve
dinner tonight.
The Yarnder woman, she got hers yesterday. You're ahead of the game, girl.
Really?
Woo!
Woohoo!
Hey, getting the chicken before us.
Yes.
We're gonna try and get it tonight.
Because
I was trying to look at the KFC website, but unfortunately there was too much kanji.
Yeah.
I tried.
I tried. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we can.
I'm sure it'll be fine today.
Yeah,
I say that now. But yeah, on Christmas in Japan, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Mm-hmm. It's a thing. Everyone has Kentucky Fried Chicken. Actually, KFC is owned by a Japanese company now. So
so that's why.
They
did Anthony Bourdain did that. That's why he was.
What?
I knew about that because Anthony Bourdain had done Kentucky Fried. He was eating Kentucky Fried Chicken and maybe in the Tokyo one when he did the Tokyo one.
Maybe.
Osaka
no,
one.
I don't think he was eating it in Osaka.
He wasn't eating it in Osaka, but maybe in the Tokyo.
Maybe in Tokyo one. That wouldn't surprise me. I haven't seen that one in a while. I've seen the Tokyo Underground one, but not the.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We watch Anthony Bourdain a lot. Yeah. So we're just like
sorry.
Yeah. So that's gonna be our Christmas. Oh, I got my Christmas tree. Don't have my real Christmas tree this year, so I had to get a little one. I also bought us mini pre-stuffed stockings full of chocolate because it's Christmas. I can't have Christmas without my stockings. Yes. So it's gonna be our Christmas. Hopefully we can get our fingers crossed our KFC tonight. Maybe Yarnder woman can just send us some. We'll come from Australia. It'll be fine, right?
That's right.
Ship us over some Kentucky Fried Chicken.
That's right. And we'll be sure to film it so that everybody can see it. That's you, Knit Monkey. You can see us eating our Kentucky Fried Chicken.
It's for you, Knit Monkey.
That would be classic. Classic. Well, we hope everybody has fun casting on with the Little Bobbins.
Yes, if you're casting on for the Little Bobbins Christmas Eve suck. Yep. Oh, it's going to be so much fun.
Yep. And don't forget, you can feel free to certainly follow me on Instagram.
Follow her. Hey, hello. We have this running joke because this woman has over 500 followers. I'm like, Mom, stop being famous.
Not for any. I just post a lot of pictures and chit chat on there. So I love Instagram.
Instagram's wonderful.
It's my favorite thing. I don't think I've been on Facebook in months because Instagram I just love to take. Well, the phones take such great pictures now. It's crazy, and it's instant. It's instant. It's so easy to just go on and do it, and go on and look at other people's things. And I love commenting on other people's things because they post up great pictures.
I love the knitting
pictures. The knitting stuff. The knitting community is so great on Instagram. Yeah, it's really. I really love it a lot, and it's you can have conversations. We're chit chatting back and forth with people in England and Ireland and in the United States, and here we are in Japan, and it's just you have this instant Australia. You have this really instant connection. It just feels and it really feels connected because you're seeing the pictures. The people are putting up things that they're doing right now. It's really I really like it. I really like it a lot. It's really one of my favorite. Things.
I like it. I'm addicted to Instagram. I think it's a problem. I will just be like, well, Knit Monkey will know this. Last night, she's sitting here and I'm sitting on the other side of the table. We're both checking our Instagram feeds. And so Knit Monkey posted something up. And then we both liked it. And then he commented and he's like, I like how both of you guys just like this within 2 seconds of each other.
And then I took a picture of her saying, that's because she's sitting right across the table for me.
And then I had, without knowing she was doing this, had, commented on him, being like, it's because we're sitting right across the table. We're so bad. We have an Instagram problem. No, but seriously, it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Again, just Saratoga Knitting on Instagram.
Ichigo Knitter.
On Instagram.
But seriously, if you guys want to say hi,
please do.
If you haven't noticed, we're chatterbugs.
Yep.
Real chatterbugs.
Send pictures to us all the time. Yep.
Oh yeah. If you want to say hello, if you need someone to just like chat about yarn with, or breathing cats.
Or Mrs. Bakery Bear. Yes. Mrs. Bakery Bear.
On top of a breathing cat. Yes. I feel like I should name this guy Philip von Siebold in honor of my Philip von Siebold essay.
It's up to you.
This is Philip von Siebold, everyone.
She likes it, Nana.
Yeah. My grandmother gave this to me. Thanks, Nana. And Pop. Yeah, I'm only a little bit insane.
Yeah. Alright, we gotta get going. We gotta get to school.
I gotta get to school because I have to check out and check in on my dorm. Like, it's like one of the requirements here is that even though I'm living in the dorm, I'm living here, but I'm living in the dorm, my stuff's there. Over the break, it's like, you have to check out and check in, and she wouldn't let me do it until Christmas Eve, and I was like, okay, so we're going to school today.
We're up for it. It's nice.
Why not?
Nice
Adventure!
It was 50 degrees yesterday. It was beautiful.
Yeah, we didn't need our jackets. We were like walking up to a shrine without our jackets on. Oh, it was gorgeous.
It was really gorgeous out. Yeah, it's just perfectly fine. It was gorgeous.
Alright, have we like...
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas! Yay! Hi, Dad. My dad's at his parents' house for Christmas. We were talking to him just a little while ago. Yay. Yeah, we're crazy. Whatever. It's okay. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy everything.
Yep.
Enjoy everything. Knitting. Feel free. We have a Ravelry group. Come say hi. On the Ichigo Abroad Podcast on Ravelry. Just say hi to us. We're insane, so if you want to talk to somebody about anything. And reindeer antlers, of course. And little Christmas trees. Aren't I such a good daughter? I made her wear it. Alright, see you next week. Bye. Which background? Oh. That one?
NG ポーズやってみて。3、2、1。こんな感じ。次は割り振り撮影だよ。9から手を添えて。3、2、1。こんな感じ。可愛くキス。3、2、1。こんな感じ。最後はスタイル撮影。下のカメラで撮影するよ。一番後ろまで下がってね。足はきれいに崩してね。3、2、1。こんな感じ。背中合わせでポーズ。3、2、1。こんな感じ。目の重さと好きなスタイルを選んでね。撮影終了。右の落書きと 選んでね。マイティーにぴったりな飾るシールとおすすめ。
Gotta choose your seal. Like bacon, crazy cat. Oh, that's pretty epic. There you go. Alright, ready? Yep. Okay. Alright.